Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages. In the last episode we made our way towards Zora village. It looks like the next essence of time is inside their guardian called Jabu-Jabu. Just like in Ocarina of Time, we need to enter a fish in order to do a dungeon. In this game it's going to be by far the most annoying dungeon in the game, but still. But in order to actually get permission from the king, we needed to get some fairy powder from the Eyeglass Isle Library in order to save the Great Fairy Queen. Her help is going to be required to clean up the seas again, because the evil sorceress Viren thought it was necessary to poison the seas. And only the Guardian of the Sea can take care of that. But first we need to take care of her. You brought me fairy powder. Now I can return to normal. Sprinkle the powder on me. Ooh, awesome. Thank you, young one. Now, I can cleanse the seas of evil. Let's get to work immediately, ma'am. Ah, that looks way better. Ooh, especially a screen like this one. This one definitely needs work. That is how a sea should look on an 8-bit console. Ooh, the Zoras are also happy. They can swim again without worry. Hey, why are you doing my screen last? I thought you got started here. So, our mission completed. The sea is once again returned to normal. Because of all the poison tiles being normal tiles now, it will also actually open up a lot of new things we can grab. But I think I'll actually save those for later, because I'd like to go for the dungeon now, if you don't mind. That's something I'm not looking forward to, so I'd like to get that out of the way immediately. And also get the dungeon item, of course, in the meantime. Because then we can pretty much grab everything the moment we start going for all of these things. For some of them we do need the dungeon item from the next dungeon, so I think all with all it's a good bet to go for that first. Let's go talk to the king. He's probably going to be happy with what we did. You have even given us clean seas again. I must thank you once more. What? You wish to enter Jabu-Jabu? I wish I could tell you to do as you please, but Jabu-Jabu is still young. He is too small to go inside him. You'd better give up. Oh, sir, you don't know me. I am not going to give up. I know of a way to get him big, quite quickly even. Let's surface. Get ourselves to land quickly. And get ourselves to the present quickly. Let's talk to you again 400 years later. Because now I think we can do business. Let's go. Try this again. Thanks to you, our seawater is clean again, and Jabu-Jabu's health has returned. All is well. I never go back on my word. I dub you Zora Hero, and permit you to enter Jabu-Jabu. You may go see Jabu-Jabu. With that, opening up Dungeon 7 has been taken care of. Feels nice, actually not using a key for once to open up a dungeon. This is kind of the key, you might say. Let's get ourselves ready for the most annoying dungeon in this game. Perhaps even in all of Zelda history. This place is not fun, let me tell you. It's not as bad as the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time. But it is pretty close to it. Level 7. Jabu-Jabu's belly. One plus side about this dungeon, the music is awesome. Unfortunately, that is the only thing that's awesome about it. let's go see if my notes can help me in this place. I do not dare to play this dungeon without them. What do we need to do here? Place these blocks in a pattern by the looks of it. Needs to be a square. I think I could do it like this. Go around. And over here. It will give us a key. And we need to continue north by the looks of it. Oh, take a look at these yellow tiles. This is actually your way to surface in this dungeon. The moment you are underwater, because you might have noticed most of this place is underwater, you can check out the yellow tiles to go to an upper floor, which is going to be regular walking area. Luckily, not the entire dungeon is going to be underwater. At least, not normally, but more on that later. First, the dungeon map, which we can find right over here. Let's go check out the layout. First dungeon that actually has 3 floors, as you can see. First floor, second floor, third floor. This place is going to be super complicated, I can already tell. Next we want to go north. Here's more dark water, or deep water. So this is a place where we can return to the first floor. But we actually want to go north. Because we need to find ourselves the third floor. That's immediately going to be our goal. Getting ourselves all the way up immediately. Hey, you! Don't! Don't like you. Let's get away from you. Weird looking new type of floor trap. It will start moving the moment you get in their sight. But they move rather slowly, so let's just ignore them. Third floor at least. Mini Moldorm, die please. Here's a giant gap back to the second floor. However, we cannot access it yet. This is already kind of a hint on what we need to do in this dungeon, what the gimmick is going to be. I think you can already guess what the gimmick is going to be. The yellow tiles surrounding the staircase is also kind of a hint. But I'm not going to say it myself quite yet. Here we find the true gimmick of the dungeon. 3 switches in one room, however all 3 of them accessed in a different way. 2 of them are blue and 1 of them is red. And if you press the red one, you heard water going out. And then, as you can see, we can no longer press the switch again. We can only press it once. And once we do, the water that was inside of the dungeon is going to be gone. The third floor already didn't have any water, so we don't see any difference here. However, if we go back down to the second floor, which was also empty of water, of course. However, we were able to actually see water in the first floor. However, that is also going to be gone now. All of the deep water tiles are now simple fall tiles. And the first floor is dry. And that is going to be the gimmick of this dungeon. Comparable to the water temple in Ocarina of Time, we have water levels. And the puzzles surrounding it. The first chest we can now get in the first floor contains a ring. And the second one is down here. I can already easily grab this one. And that's going to be the second small key of the dungeon. Next we want to go right and then down. You get out of the way. I want to go down. Yeah, this is where we need to go. It's pretty obvious something is going to spawn here the moment we defeat all of the enemies, so might as well do that. And get the next item from the dungeon, the compass. Let's go check out the chests and the boss. 3 more chests on the first floor. 2 more chests on the second floor, and also the boss is going to be on the second floor, right in the middle. Third floor will also have 3 more chests for us. Still plenty of work to do in this place. Now let's return. Now we want to go to the door on the right, but for that we need to press the switch. It's going to be a pressure switch. Let's Go up. Staircase to the second floor. And this is actually your only way to get here if the water is dry, because otherwise you can simply swim to this area. But now our swimming water is going to be one large gap and nothing more. So we need to do it like this. And then make our way to the right pathway. Oh yeah, need to use the switch hook. Go away, stupid spark. Destroy the first pot and switch with the second one. And I broke that spark. Interesting. It's going to hurt me a lot. But I still need to get past. Oh, speaking of getting past, this looks like another switch hook puzzle. Not a very difficult one, luckily. Third floor. Chest down there we cannot grab yet, so let's go up. Thank you for the healing. And thank you for the healing. And smack. Okay, continuation is over there. However, hey! Our switch hook is not long enough. So, I think you can guess what we're looking for in this dungeon. But in order to get to that, we first need to play around with the water some more. If you press on one of the blue switches, of course, the opposite will happen. And water will actually come rushing into the dungeon. And therefore, filling up the first floor again. Let's return to the giant pit that we actually saw. Right near the staircase leading back to the first floor. I want to go down. And this should be the room. Yeah. It used to be a giant gap, but now we can swim and therefore access this room over here, which will contain a key. And we're going to need a lot of keys before the final part of the dungeon, so might as well immediately start collecting them. Here's the first one at least. Need to find a way to get to the final switch, which will actually also make water appear in the second floor. Okay, next up, yeah, let's go for the mini-boss. For that we need to go northwest. Dive down in the northwest room. So let's first go north. And then west. Yeah, indeed. This was what I was looking for. If we dive down here, we'll go back to the first floor. And actually find a staircase going down. Interesting. First let's get the chest. This one's going to be a gacha seed. And next up we want to check out this mysterious staircase over here. Because we're already on the lowest floor, we are not going to go down the floor. And this is actually a 2D section, of course. As you may know, normally these always lead to different parts of the dungeon. They're always the traversing corridors, you might say. But this one is going to be different. Because this is the mini-boss. We're dealing with a 2D mini-boss. After doing a regular 2D boss, we now also have a 2D mini-boss. This guy's pretty pathetic in all honesty, he just bounces around the room, shoots some bubbles at us. But because of the fact that he's an anglerfish, he does remind me of one of the bosses in Link's Awakening. Which was also a 2D boss, of course. But that one was fought underwater. And this one is not fought underwater. Hit him enough times. This guy shouldn't be a problem. Nothing too difficult about him. There's not even a real strategy required to defeat him. Just keep on slashing him the moment you get the chance. Well, he does hurt me a lot. But there we go. Boss defeated. And a ladder will appear. Leading us to a secluded section on the first floor. Only leading to a key block, so do bring along a key. And also a chest containing the dungeon item, which is the long switch. The level 2 switch hook. Switch places with objects from a distance this time around. Level 2. This time we have range. Well, not per se the entire screen, but it is quite long. And therefore we can now access areas we couldn't reach before. Let's return to the second floor. And start working on some more business. Getting keys first of all. Because like I said, there's a lot of keys we need to get. And now that we have the dungeon item, pretty much all of them are going to be accessible. And start working from bottom to top. And the first one I'm after is going to be in the western part of the dungeon. Just that we actually saw there. And this is not the way to get there. Oh, I need to go through the underground corridor. Right over here. Come on! I hate these stupid electrified enemies. Go away. Something I actually also plan on doing. Going away. To a different point of the dungeon. No, that I cannot jump. Need to go around like this. And as you can see, long hook required. Otherwise you actually cannot get here. And let's surface. Toot 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 toot. No. Stupid rope. I need my long hook. I want you dead. Okay, let's see how we can get the key here. It's simply defeat all enemies, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And you. And that was the final one. And that's key number 1. We still need plenty of them. Next up I want... Oh, the water needs to be drained again. Need to get the first floor clean of water again. And that is not a good thing, because I need to go all the way around again. Get myself to the stupid switch again. Excuse me for a moment, this pathway we've already seen. In order to continue I actually need to get the first floor cleaned of water again. Unfortunately. I'm pretty sure there's actually no way around it. You actually need to drain the water multiple times in the dungeon no matter what. For that second part you do need the long hook, and I'm pretty sure it's impossible to get the long hook without draining the water a first time. So this is actually the pathway I usually go for. Drain the water a second time. First floor is walkable again. Unfortunately, that's something we do need. Let's make our way back to the first floor. This is the easiest way to get there quickly. And now we want to go down. Place we've already been to. Now we want to go further down. And get to this new room over here. As you can see, something we cannot do if water is filled here. We need to find a way to get this block on the switch, because as you can see there's 2 switches. So the Cane of Samaria can only help us in a limited way. For the second one we still need a regular block, like this. Cane of Samaria. Small key. And that makes 2. It's still not the final one. Let's go right. This is the room where the compass was. And now go to the door. Get to the second floor. Right. Now we need the water to return again. In fact, we also want the water in the second floor now. So we're even gonna go beyond that first switch and also press the second one. Oh yeah, now that you have the long hook, you can actually skip this room, because now we can reach this block immediately. Also good to note. Yeah, the room to the south still has a chest, I know, but for that we need the water to be even higher. So first we need to go press the switch. Bloop! Water came in again, but this time that's not going to be enough. We need to go even beyond, and with the long hook we can. Now we can reach this area and go around. And also get ourselves to the second switch, which will also fill the second floor. Yeah, you can already see in this corridor and the one above us, there's plenty of keys we need. But we'll be taking care of that in a moment. Water came in even more, and now even the second floor is going to be flooded. Next time we are going to continue, because I can see 20 minutes have been reached. Next time we will continue in this dungeon and see how the dungeon becomes even more complicated now that it is completely filled with water on the first and second floor. There are still plenty of keys we can find in this place. Still plenty of keys we need before we can get ourselves to the big key. Thank you all for watching, and see you folks in the next episode, which is hopefully going to be the final one in this place. Treecks out. Later folks.